What's up, Shellheads? Time to do a tour of my man cave, turtles and gym. This video only taken me almost a year to do. Started it 3 different times, and 3 different times I stopped. Mainly because every time I get it settled, I change something and it throws everything all off. For last time, we had a pipe burst and it flooded everything behind me. So what you see over here used to be my collection area, and over here used to be my gym. Switched it around to make sure water doesn't get on my collectibles anymore. So let's get this tour started. What better? Old school hip hop, turtles, and pizza when you're greeted coming downstairs into my man cave. Fun fact, the Turtles and the Wu-Tang Clan both made their debut in the 1990s. Next up, we got my skateboard wall. Starting off at the top are the Mutant Mayhem Bear Walker collection, followed by below are some cool posters from the 2007 and Mutant Mayhem. Down below, we got a super sick Santa Cruz board. Probably gonna be moving this one when my 1:1 scale PCS collectible statue gets here, but we'll figure that out, and chances are by the time it arrives, things are gonna be moved around a ton. My arcade 1-up Turtles in Time, along with some of my vintage plushies from 1990s that were mine as a kid. Don't know where my Leo and Donnie are. Probably destroyed those, but super happy that I still have a few of my own vintage toys. Growing up, I loved A Christmas Story. Watched it every Christmas, and it was super special to me being from Cleveland. This thing here was created by I Really Love Pixels, Visceral FX, and Kevin Eastman himself, and it is a reproduction of that leg lamp in A Christmas Story. This thing is a Ninja Turtle leg, and on that knee pad is signed by Kevin Eastman sitting on a New York City sewer grate. I got some custom tennis shoes by SQ Customs. These things are so cool. As a pizza nut, the toe has pizza on it. You can switch out the turtle mask. Got that ooze on the back with the turtle shell. Just super cool. Makes me feel like a kid again with the shoes I had. And then below that, I have a bunch of carded reproductions here from Playmates that are being re-released. So over here, I got all kinds of turtles from vintage to new reproductions from Mezco, Neca, Super 7, in, out of box. Still really figuring out what I want, but super excited about all this stuff. So as we see here, I'll start with this Neca, Turtles in Disguise figures. Below the IDW Best Action figures. Got my Neca figures from the arcade, Turtles in Time. Down here is empty, still trying to figure out what I want to put there. Maybe my Mutant Mayhem figures. And as we move over, we got the Neca Mirage line. Really a big fan of these. Just a really good throwback to the comic books and just really well done figure. So I got 2 shelves of that. As you drop down, we got everybody's favorite Punk Frogs fighting good old Leatherhead. Below, I have a bunch of Bebop and Rocksteady figures from the Vacation to the Superhero to the metal robotic ones to even the 2012 throwback to the original 87 Bebop and Rocksteady. And below that, I have my oldest daughter's favorite line, The Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. So a little bit of everything there. So this line here has the new reproductions from Neca. It has the original Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo, and Frank and Mikey, along with the 2012 version of those. And then below that is a really fun line. And this line here got started when I was at a collectible store, and they had the Michelangelo. When I saw it, fell in love with these figures and said I gotta buy them. So I found all of them and even found a carded shredder. And below we have the Caveman Turtles. These turtles are awesome. They are mine from when I was a kid. As we move over, I have my vintage turtles. I have my Neca reproduction of those vintage turtles, and then some more vintage turtles below figures. As we move over here, these are some of the ones I really just love and think are super awesome. So this Super 7 rock and roll turtles, those were one of my favorite toys as a kid. And you can see actually behind me, I have that set, and we'll get to those in a minute, but I'm really excited for the rest of them. And we got Punker Don and Rockin' Leo here. Excited for Mikey and Raph to get out. And that Mikey figure actually inspired the next mask that I had my buddy Kelly create with me. So we'll be seeing that thing pretty soon, but really excited for that mask. It's a throwback to 2 of my favorite things, the Turtles and old school hip hop, more importantly, the Wu-Tang. So as you move over, we have the Coming Out of Their Shells tour by Neca. along with a VHS sealed, and then my personal copy of the Coming Out of the Shells tour. My parents played that thing so many times for me, it really doesn't work too well right now. And as I mentioned, we'll scoot over here. We have the original rock and roll Turtles with the Mutabus, Mondo Gecko, and then a picture from Kevin Eastman's portfolio of Raphael rocking out with his guitar wearing a Metallica shirt. As we drop down, we got the first 4 comic books. We got 1, 2, 3, which is autographed by Kevin Eastman, and 4. And then in the middle, we got the 2 Nintendo Powers graded and a graded NES game. With it, I think are one of the most underrated figure sets of the year, the Mezco 5-Point Ninja Turtles. These things are small, but they are super awesome and really give you that feel of the original video game. And that's why I put it right in front of that game. Over here, we have the Mezco Turtles. These things lived up to the hype. They're posable, they look awesome. They're painting, they're sculpting. The thing I can really say bad is my bank account didn't like it, but they're awesome. Dropping down, I got the Adidas shell toes. I got some cool statues. And then as you drop down, you'll see my Franken Turtle bust. I have 2. I have the bust here that stays here, and then I have the mask that I wear in a lot of the videos and have fun with. The mask is super awesome, and the reason I love that is it really takes me back to a time with my little brother of wearing the mask that had the green nose, and he got to be Shredder and I got to beat the hell out of him. So it brings back a lot of good memories. I got my turtle communicator here, so when I need to call April, I can call her. And then below that, I got my Bull Airs. I got the Sewer Stompers, and then the Sensei Steers. Super excited. Just located another pair of Bull Airs, the low top Dunks, so those will be coming in. As we move over, found my good old Light Bright and had to turn it into a Ninja Turtle, so got the Light Bright with the original NECA first Turtles from Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird there. Super cool in the center. This piece below here is super special to me. It is my Cleveland Monster. So being from Cleveland, being able to get a Monsters jersey that is Ninja Turtles is so cool. But the story behind this jersey is even better. So in here we have another classic Ninja Turtle NES arcade game. This one here was my favorite growing up. This one is graded at 6.5, so not the best, but still super cool. Just happy to have it in my collection. Along with that, we got some mixed in my Funkos. Cowabunga CJ sign that was sent to me when I joined the Kevin Eastman fan club.